In my plays, all of the characters, I feel like, are always extensions of me and who I am. With Liz, you see kind of a tough-minded but loving daughter. And with Henry, you see a man with a lot of, regrets and flaws and irritable and cantankerous. Yes, these are all parts of me. And confused and afraid of what the future might bring. And so I think that it's not so much reflective of experiences I've had, but just about, my own psychology and expressing who I am and how I see the world. When a prompt comes out, I normally don't have a clear idea of what I'm going to write about. What I have are things that I'm thinking about. So at the time the prompt, The State of the Union, came out, I had been thinking about this transition from being a daughter to a mother. And I was also thinking about a riddle that I'd shared with my son. A boy and his father are in a car accident, and the boy is rushed to the hospital. The father dies, and the doctor, pulls open the curtain and looks at the boy and says, "I can't operate on this child. It's my son." It's the mother who's the doctor. And the play sort of poses the same question to the audience. Who is the obituary for? Because it's announced as a doctor and a military person, you kind of assume it's the elderly father. In the theater, rehearsal is about kind of stabilizing the performances so that once you're on stage, the actors kind of all know what they're doing and are building a coherent story every night. When you're shooting the movie, it's much more like a rehearsal process in the theater where you can try different things out as you're shooting and still be exploring the script. I never thought about making this into a full-length play. It's not even a short story. I feel like it's almost a poem, It just captures that idea that he can't bear to watch his daughter die. I have a 14-year-old son, I have a 10-year-old son, and because we shot the movie in the house, it was just a great experience for the whole family to have the whole crew here. I was watching on the monitor, and my younger son came and sat next to me for like an hour and just watched every take. And in fact, all his friends on the street are now shooting a movie and have come to me and are like, "Will you buy us a slate?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll buy you a slate, sure." I've been able to connect my being a mother with being an artist in some ways, which I haven't been able to do as well in my theater work because it's always kind of happening in the theater at night.